Why are Six Flags Over Texas's coasters always trying to run away? This is going to be a short one, no need for the intro music, yada yada, rank every coaster, and here we are, let's go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mario, this is a channel all about amusement park type stuff, but mostly coasters. Today we're going to be talking about Runaway Mountain at Six Flags Over Texas, but before we do, if you're subscribed, good. If you're not subscribed, bad. Subscribe. But anyways, let's review. Now, to be completely honest, I don't really remember that much about this coaster. One could be because it is entirely enclosed in pitch black. Two, it could be because this ride is overshadowed by just about every other ride at Six Flags Over Texas, and I did not particularly feel the need to ride this coaster more than once. Now, this coaster was manufactured by Premier Rides, and fun fact, this is the only coaster manufactured by Premier Rides that does not contain a launch. This coaster has a maximum height of 65 feet, a top speed of 40 miles per hour, and a track length of 1,500 feet. That contributes to a decent ride duration of 46 seconds from the end of the lift to the beginning of the final brakes. Before you actually get on Runaway Mountain, you'll have to traverse the queue, which I must admit is pretty nice. The outside has plenty of trees, providing some very nice shade from the Texas sun. You see the mountain that you will end up entering, as well as waterfalls, or at least I think there's supposed to be waterfalls going. There weren't any when I was there. Anyways, you enter into that mountain, which has great air conditioning, giving this ride even more props for preventing heat exhaustion. Although this line is not without its negatives. I'm not entirely sure whether it was due to capacity or slow operators, but when I visited the park, this wait took forever despite not having a ton of people in line. Once you do make it on the ride, you'll be dispatched into complete and total darkness, which is probably the best aspect of this ride. Now, obviously, as you can see, this POV is with the lights on, but how else would I be able to reference the layout if you can't see it? Now, while being enclosed in complete darkness definitely does add an element of surprise and excitement, the actual ride elements themselves do not. The entire ride is primarily just mild turns and small hills, with the exception of this one turn right here that honestly almost feels like somewhat of a dive loop with how aggressively and sharply it is banked, but aside from that, you don't really feel any forces. And while other indoor coasters such as Space Mountain at Disneyland take advantage of being indoors by creating the illusion of having high speeds, despite not actually going that fast, Runaway Mountain has several points where you can tell you are going quite slow. And I think the reason for that is something like Space Mountain is constantly continuing downwards, so you never really have to slow down by traveling up, whereas Runaway Mountain is just a series of swooping turns, aside from a couple of helices, where you are continually traveling downwards. So having the drops where at the bottom you're going super fast, but then you get back to the top and you're going slow again, doesn't really contribute to a great sense of speed. So ultimately, Runaway Mountain is a forgettable indoor family coaster that is probably great for younger coaster riders that are maybe afraid of seeing a tall coaster and having to go on it. I know there's some people out there that are more afraid of seeing the ride than actually riding it, so I guess this would be good for them. However, for more seasoned coaster riders that like an intense or really exciting ride experience, this isn't the best coaster out there. If I had to rate it, I would give it a 5 out of 10, and it currently sits at number 138 out of the 229 coasters I have been on. Not bad, not great, perfectly fine, somewhat forgettable. I'd love to know what you guys think of Runaway Mountain in the comments below. Is there more to it that I'm not really giving it credit for, or is this a perfectly fair review? Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this, and make sure to tune in next time where I'll be talking about whatever this wheel lands on.